right, we're back. We're going to get into it with our topic of today, which is cancer awareness in business. And stay tuned because our special guest, the talented Eugene Napoleon, will be here shortly. So let's get into our topic, cancer awareness and business. So we have a couple of bullet points we're going to go into. And we also have our Veronica here to give us
the expert
more,
in the building.
More
yes.
of a hands-on point of view of some of the stuff that we're going to be talking about.
Okay.
So a couple of things we're going to mention first is supporting employees battling cancer and corporate social responsibility. So when people are in the workplace, sometimes maybe is it that bosses don't understand how tiring it may be, or you're going through different processes and different motions. Like how does that work? Can you give us a little more insight on that?
They don't understand. Okay. Nobody really understands unless they've been through it or someone in their family been through it. I quit a job because when I got diagnosed and I had a moment in my office and my boss doctor comes in and he's like, "What's the matter with you?" And I said, "This is a lot to handle." He said, "Well, my parents was in a car accident and they almost died."
Oh my God.
I said, "Was they in a car?" Thing? He said, "Well, my mother wasn't in the car, but my father was in the car." And I said, "Almost died, and you getting a diagnosis that you have cancer." I said, "That's two different things."
Right.
So I said, "How you want my resignation? You want me to tell you? Or you want me to write it out?"
I know that's right.
And I left.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I literally left because it's a lot. Number one, when they say cancer, you immediately think, "Oh my God, I'm gonna drop dead tomorrow," because you don't know. You don't know what you have to go through, how bad it is, what's the treatment, and some people just rather not. I'm not gonna do anything.
Right. Right.
Or they just don't say anything to anybody.
Right.
Correct.
Right. And then they suffer in silence.
Yeah.
But then,
which is not helpful.
But your boss can't help you if you don't explain to them what's going on. So sometimes we do have to open our mouths and say, "Listen, this is what's going on in my life, and I may need a moment, a day or two." Some of them have empathy, and the world that we live in today is just like, okay, you could be replaced.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, some companies are trying to be a little more sensitive to those type of situations. I mean, I know when I worked at UMD&J, we had a big cancer. Well, of course, it's a hospital.
Yeah, it's a hospital.
It's a hospital, so that makes a big difference. But but they really took the cancer awareness very seriously.
Nice.
And we participated in walks. We donated a lot of money to the Susan G. Coleman.
Yeah, that's
is that
nice.
still around, the Susan G. Coleman Foundation?
Yeah, she's
it is?
still around.
Okay, yeah. So that was some years ago. So I don't know what's going on in the workplace now with how they are sensitive
I
or being.
researched some things, and they were saying they could give them more flexible hours to off, work from
Okay.
home.
You
Things
could.
like that. I mean, you think those are
That's
good
helpful.
options? For
Yes,
someone?
but again,
That's
you have
helpful.
to tell your boss. If
Yeah.
you don't
That's the
tell
part.
them,
They're not
Right.
telling
see,
them.
a lot of times you figure you tell your boss, "Well, I have cancer." They're like, "Okay."
They're going to replace you before you
Right,
even. Yeah.
before you even, because it's
That's
like
the
you're gonna
mindset.
Right,
some
the
of
mindset.
them,
I see what you're
not
saying.
all jobs, but
Okay,
especially
okay.
if you're small. I'm like, who's gonna do your workload? Especially if you're the main one that's doing it. But that's why you have to talk. You have to speak on it.
Right.
When I first got diagnosed, I was working at Macy's. And that's when I just moved back from Charlotte.
Yeah, so you was out there with Rochelle.
Yes, I was
You
working
advocated
I was working at Macy's,
Uh-huh.
and they were there when I got diagnosed, and they was like this, "Okay, whatever you need." They helped me, like, don't lift, don't pull nothing,
Oh, really?
don't do nothing. Yeah,
Nice.
So
because
that's nice.
they were very good to
I've
me.
heard
Okay.
horror stories of
Some
Well, let me
of
tell you,
some of them
good.
do.
in the education field,
Uh-huh.
and when I was in New Jersey, I sat on the Board of Education for 3 terms elected. So one of the things one of my friends went through, her daughter had cancer. Now, when we do monies for benefits, there's a ceiling. And when you come in there and say that one of your family members have cancer, they be almost trying to get rid of you.
Wow.
That's what-
Wow.
yeah, that's what
And
I'm
you have,
saying.
they almost take, cause you have to take family leave. So what I would say to people is be proactive and, make sure your savings is right. Make sure your health care is right. Make sure you know what kind of benefits you have. I probably am over benefited, which I'm thinking about dropping some things because you just don't want it,
Overcovered.
to happen, and you just don't have it because it's a lot. And if based on the company that you're with, but I'm gonna tell you, I don't think education is that. Because I lived it. You understand what I'm saying? So you can't tell me now if you're doing something different. But we do give our flex days.
Right.
So when people have illnesses, we can give our days, and they can give them days, but. Like you said, they be ready. Like, okay, who's gonna step in your place? Because
you guys just made me.
That's why you gotta
something.
take care of yourself.
Yeah,
you really do. And you gotta tell them. And if they don't like it, if they ain't going with you, then you know what? There's somebody else out there I can work for.
Yeah, it's just the other
or
day.
Do
now
like
it's coming back to me.
Get my own business and get y'all done.
Right. My mom, who's actually 79, she was working part time at a library in Elizabeth, and my niece who has breast cancer, who's in not so good, I guess one of the final stages. So she takes a lot of the calls and the doctor calls, and they let my mom go. They was like, you on the phone too much. So yeah, I think it was other things involved too. But she said, well, I told them that I'm going to be on the phone with the doctors. And I said, but Ma, I know some companies, they just really are not. Yeah. Yeah, where there's some that are, there's some that just won't, and yeah.
Leadership is everything.
Next bullet point of turning pain into purpose. Like Veronica has said earlier, people have to share their stories to help the next person, help them, come to terms with what's going on, get in some type of groups, right? So you're talking to like-minded people, right, and maybe you guys can help each other. Like, is that?
Yeah, and see, those are one of the classes we're going to have in my house. It's going to be etiquette class.
Yes.
We have to know our insurance, like you said. Know what your insurance is. Know how to work my chart. Because we coming into the world where everything is getting ready to be digital. So you have to learn my chart, what your insurance offer. If you need to get extra insurance, like you said. So many people, when it comes down to, well, I don't know what I have. Well, you need to know. Right. So we're going to teach people what's a HMO, what's a PPO.
Right.
Okay. If you have Medicaid, you got Medicare. We're going to teach you what you have, what you can use, what doctors, what hospitals that can give you more for your insurance is worth. Right. I mean, we have to do it like this. So I work in the dentistry field. And what we tell people, when you have insurance, it's almost like a discount plan. All right? Because you have maximums. Right? So let's say you have a $100,000 maximum. They don't pay your bills at 100% until you reach this like $2,000 deductible.
Crazy,
So and it was like this. No, but I have insurance. But you learn your deductible.
Right.
You got family deductible. You got individual deductibles. Right. So if we educate ourselves on how things work, that'll help us too in the workplace.
It's true.
But
it's true.
We have to help each other, and that's what it is. So, with classes like these, it'd be like this. Okay, I don't know what to do. Let me go call Veronica and find out. Show me how my insurance works. So we're gonna put you in front of a computer, and there you go.
Right.
Well, I hope you have that online and other people can see, because even as educators, they give us like a half an hour. There's 100, and I mean, Charlotte themselves has like 91,000 teachers alone.
Yes.
Like 17,000 teachers alone. And not looking at everybody else. You get a half an hour, you don't even hardly know what you have. I had to go outside to some of my other friends that's in insurance and say, hey, what is this? Like we were talking to the other gentleman. And then they just said, oh, well, you have 70-30, you have 80-20. I have 80-20. But they're like, but if you don't get in and speak to them, they're going to automatically drop you to 70-30. Now, I'm thinking about going to 70-30 though, because now with 80-20, they done doubled our rates.
Wow.
So that's how they get you.
Yes.
So I had the flex spending card. I had the flex.
Oh, that's
put in $20 a month.
That's
you know what I'm saying? And business can get that too. You can get that as a business because, and when I do my business for my employees, I'm definitely going to get that for them because, like you said, you go in the hospital, something getting there, like, well, we can't do nothing until you pay $500 deductible.
Yeah.
Where's that coming from? But if you got the flex card, even if you only got $200 in there for now, they're going to still pay it for you because they know they're taking it out every month. So please let us know about that class. I feel like my educators, especially my new ones, they need to know.
You have to teach them. I'm telling you, it's used.
I believe it.
For our youth. See, our millennials,
Right.
They're
millennial.
they're not thinking,
about
okay,
No.
26, I'm off my parents' insurance.
Yeah.
Right.
Isn't that the truth?
They're not thinking.
They're
So,
off.
and I'm all for you being an entrepreneur and
Mm-hmm.
making a name for yourself and making money. But these influencers, I hope y'all getting
Right.
health
Insurance.
insurance.
Yes, they
Right.
have to. They
Right.
have to
Yeah.
either get their own
They got
or,
business
Or,
insurance.
yeah.
they have to do two things: work for a company and be self-employed. If you're gonna do that, or you're gonna have to be making enough money to pay for your outside insurance.
Exactly.
Because you're gonna have to have some type of insurance.
Something.
And that brings us to the next
Obamacare.
point of
Yeah.
health, balance, and backup plans. If you're in the business and you get sick, you need to have some insurance
That's
plans
right.
to back up to pay those rents or your employees or whatever you need to pay for while you're,
Yeah.
while you're down for a minute. Because
It's
if
true.
not, your business will go under. You might have 10 employees, you might have 50, but
true.
everybody's going to go under with you.
Right.
Right. It's
So,
true.
are you going to have anything in reference to that? Like,
We're going to sure
some
put
type of
business into
insurance
place.
plans?
Right,
Yeah, with
exactly. Once we
businesses.
get up and going, definitely we're going to have
Yeah, 'cause-
to where we, and also we teach each other how to maintain when you're out of business, when you're out of
right.
work.
Mhm.
So we have to
Word,
teach
Okay.
each other how to maintain, but like she said, you always got to have that emergency fund somewhere.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
Right,
Some
right, right.
type of insurance plan, because there are insurances for people in business.
Right.
Where
Oh,
if
yeah.
something is
Oh,
going
yeah.
on with you, your insurance will kick in maybe 5 months, 6 months, a year. It depends on what plan you pick. And it'll
Mhm.
kick in and substitute your income for you or what you
Oh,
would
your
have been
disability.
making.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that
Exactly.
you can
Yeah, and you can pick because I
maintain your
picked mine to
business.
kick in after 10 days.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I don't know if you remember New Jersey. I broke my ankle like in January. It was like 64 degrees. It was like a crazy day, and all the snow melted. And my neighbor's his driveway sloped. As soon as I walked out the car with my Mutai fur coat on, boom! I hit the ground. It was
Right.
broken. The only thing that saved me, I had a 2-family house and I had disability.
Right. Right.
Well,
And
we
I was
got
at work
some
from
of
January
our
to May.
viewers.
It was a bad break.
Commenting
Wow.
here. Let's see,
Okay.
But
Tanya.
you know what's another thing
Hey,
too?
one second.
fun.
We're gonna bring in some of the viewers
mindsetters.
too. But so we have Tanya
Mindsetters.
McCoy. She said you can do FMLA as an employee and a
You
caretaker.
can. Yes, you can.
Okay.
And then Stephanie says, "Hey, Wally Dixon. Hey, Wally.
Hey.
He's on. Champagne is on.
Hey,
so
mama.
just want to recognize our viewers out there. So go ahead, Veronica.
Absolutely.
I'm
Affleck.
mindsetters.
Affleck. Insurance. Affleck.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Years ago, Affleck, you can only get it through your employer.
Mhm.
So I got diagnosed in 2014. Prior to that, Affleck, you can only get in through if somebody had a business, you can get in through it.
Okay.
You
Mm.
had Affleck. They were paying. So if you got diagnosed with cancer, Affleck back then was paying $5,000 for your diagnosis. Then for each surgery you would get in, they would pay you $1,000, and they pay your like $100 per day.
That's awesome.
Now
Mhm.
Affleck has opened it up to individuals. You can buy it. So when I called them like years later, there's like you have to be cancer free for a certain amount of years
Wow.
before you can get it. That's just like life insurance.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you
Same
got
thing.
get
Yeah.
you some life insurance.
Yes, people. Yes.
But get you the life insurance that's also a bank.
Right.
A
That's
savings
whole.
Like your
account.
So that's the whole
Right.
life. Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
My
Yes,
God
the
talks
whole
about
The whole
It's
life.
so expensive.
Yeah.
But get you some.
But it's a better
That's all right.
investment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
the long
Especially
run.
if you have businesses and things like that that you need to
Yes.
be sustained while you're not, while
Yeah.
you're down for a minute. You need some protection, everybody. I mean, that's really,
Yeah.
really important.
That's what happened.
And I think that's a great topic too for people getting into business more later. They need to know exactly what they should have and what they should
Yes.
be doing
Okay.
so that they don't get it and it fail because of something, because anything, car accidents, anything can happen,
Yeah.
you
But
know.
that should be another show another time.
Right.
Mhm.
Life
We did have
insurance.
someone
Did
on.
life
We
insurance.
did. We have a part 2 coming
But
to
we
that.
have-
It's serious.
Rochelle, you don't remember? We had
Yeah, we had
Jeff on here.
Jeff Booker.
Jeff
yeah.
Booker
He was
talked
on
about
here.
it. Yeah.
'Cause
And
when
we want to do a part 2 with him.
Right.
So
it's a good one because when I got diagnosed
Oh, yeah, he was
and I
good.
wasn't getting paid,
mhm.
They was like, call your life insurance. I called my life insurance, and they was like, oh, you have such and such this amount that you can get. I said, do I have to pay it back? They said, no, it's yours.
No, it's a bank. Yeah, they
I
use
had
that. Yeah.
life,
Your whole life, though.
I had life
It's
insurance
a whole
since
life.
1989.
Right.
That check was
true.
beautiful. I praise.
Yeah.
I know
Praise
that.
God.
Isn't it something when you find money and then you don't got to pay it back?
Right.
Oh, Lord.
Exactly.
Yes, God.
'Cause, you know,
Look at
disability,
God.
by the time you go back to work, you get your first check.
Right.
Right. It's
Well,
true.
the last thing we wanted to go over was wellness in the workplace. People need to go get their screenings and
Yes.
things like that. Am I correct? I wrote on there screenings, encourage screenings, fitness, mental health check-ins, help your team build a healthy business. When you're working, all of this is important because, like Veronica said, the mental stress of it, when you first hear about it, that's a lot
You need the
going
support.
on.
You
Yeah.
need that
I mean,
that
you
support.
need that.
Yeah, and like you said,
stressed out.
people don't want to talk about it or even go and get checked, and they just don't want
They
to deal
don't.
with it.
They don't.
And then it goes so far. Now
When
here
you
we
get
are. It's-
diagnosed
yeah.
early, it's more help.
Right.
Listen, I got my
situation.
mammogram 2 weeks ago.
I get mine once a year.
But
too.
you know
Listen,
what else, too?
that's
a lot
right.
Of it is
That's
fear.
exactly right.
It's fear. Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah,
people
I would
are
say so.
afraid to hear. I never forget when I first got diagnosed, and I spoke at a church, and I said, this happened to me. After church, this woman came up to me and she said, "You saved my life." I said, "Why?" She said, "I got diagnosed. My doctor told me I had stage 3 breast cancer, and he kept calling me." I said, "Doctors don't normally call you."
Right.
She said her husband didn't know, her kids didn't know anything. So I said, "Call the doctor back." She said, "I'm going to call the doctor back," and
Yes.
we are still in touch. She said, "You saved my life." She said, because
Nice.
I was scared, like I didn't want to tell anybody. But that's the thing, fear.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things you're going to be talking about with your program.
Exactly.
For to help people get over the fear.
Exactly.
I can't even imagine hearing it too.
Yeah.
But I also can imagine I'm going to want to talk to people
and do something
because
about
I'm
it.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to want to do something about it.
Take
So that would
action.
be my whole purpose. If I heard anything like that, I would want to
Right.
talk to people because I want some help.
Right.
Right.
don't
You
want
want to know
to
that you can
suffer
do
in
something.
silence,
Right.
Right.
Versus just sitting back.
Somebody needs to know
But
what you're going
Veronica,
through at all times.
I know a friend of mine's had cancer. She's cancer free now. But I'm looking forward to your etiquette class because you know what? We didn't know what to do or say.
Right.
Right.
And that's-
But one of us came up with a great idea.
Right.
And we had a wig party.
Oh,
And
that's
we
cool.
all bought her wigs.
Oh,
Nice.
that's
So to
nice.
see her try on like 25 wigs
Oh, that's
Nice.
that's
and in
nice.
different it was
Oh, wow.
amazing.
That's cool.
It was
the
absolutely
beauty
amazing.
Part coming up with what you do without even do with the
Right.
beauty.
And let's start having mammogram parties.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
right.
let's
You
start
check,
having
right? You check, make sure
mammogram
your
parties.
girl's right.
I mean, there are, I know up in Jersey, they have these mobile mammogram buses.
Yeah, they have me
As
too.
long
Oh,
as
I
you
love
have
it.
50
Has one. Yeah,
people,
they have them.
they'll bring them to you. So I'm like, let's have a mammogram.
Ooh,
I've
I like
heard of
that.
Yep.
That's good.
You know, we party for everything else. We have these charcuterie
Sure
boards.
You better
enough.
speak. You better
That's
talk.
right.
That's right.
Let's have these
Everything.
mammogram parties and let's go
I
and
know
just
that's
put them on the
right.
table.
Right.
So
Not
they'll
just
come
just
to
wear
you,
the
you
pink.
said?
Yeah.
The bus.
Yeah,
What
you-
is it like a
It's a
bus?
mobile mammogram bus.
I've never heard of that
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Well, actually,
you
did
get a
that. We had one
location.
there.
Yep, you
Yeah.
get a location,
We do.
and they'll bring it. As long as you have 50 women, I mean, you know, whether you have insurance or not, you
Oh,
got
really?
50 women. They'll come and do
They do
these
it for free?
mammograms.
Wow. Is that just
Wow.
in New Jersey or is that worldwide?
they
Probably
have it
other
in Charlotte.
places.
They should have
It's
it in
probably.
Charlotte.
I'm sure it's other places. Yeah.
Rochelle, I'm quite sure if you
Yeah.
investigate, I'll help you look into it. To see
I would
if they
love
have
that.
it down in Charlotte because I'm thinking about coming down to Charlotte and make some noise too.
I know that's
Oh,
right.
You need to come
right
down.
now.
Listen.
That's right.
You got
That's
one over there.
right.
Rochelle know everybody.
Yeah, God has
Come
blessed
on
me to
down
meet a
and we
lot
gonna
of
mix
people in
and
Charlotte. They know I will ask them what they do for my
Yeah.
kids.
Look, and we may have to set one of these houses up down in
I know
Charlotte.
That's right.
You know, listen, listen, you ain't said nothing but a
I guess
word.
not.
Look, I have Rochelle. I'm coming down this weekend. What we got going on?
No,
Listen,
that's
just let me
right.
know.
Yep,
Just give me
yep,
3
yep.
days notice. We good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Listen,
Veronica,
good.
before we end this session, can you again give them information about your nonprofit and what you're trying to do?
So what we're trying to do is create a safe haven in the house to educate and support our men and women. The umbrella is breast cancer, but we don't turn no cancer away. Whether
All
they have
right.
prostate cancer, ovarian cancer, lung, whatever, we don't turn no cancer away. So if you come on out this Sunday, meet us in Rawware Park. We'll talk more about it.
Absolutely. And that's our segment for today. Our topic was cancer awareness and how it relates to business. We'll be back in a few minutes with our talented special guest for the day, Eugene Napoleon. So stay tuned, guys. We'll be right back.